Good morning to you. Potential Tropical Cyclone number 9. That is what we're looking at for today. This is the brand new National Hurricane Center forecast cone, and you can see that the system right now is in portions of the Caribbean. Now it's going to continue to be combating wind shear in the short term, right? So that is going to keep it a little weaker, at least for now. However, once it makes it out of some of that wind shear later today, that's when we're going to see this system then develop into a tropical storm. So heads up there, that designation should be coming by this afternoon. Keeping that in mind, once it reaches the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba, Wednesday is when we will have Hurricane Helene that will be entering into the Gulf. And then once it leaves and pushes out into the open Gulf, guess what? This system's going to interact with some of the warmest and deepest waters in the Atlantic basin in general. So it has plenty of energy to rapidly intensify, and that's exactly what the forecast is calling for. This system will then continue to push closer to our coast heading into Thursday. Conditions will deteriorate by Wednesday evening. We'll see the first bands of rain and wind come, and also an isolated tornado threat with it. But with the latest advisory, here's the major change. It is back. We see that Category 3 status before landfall is possible, so we will have a major landfalling hurricane, Hurricane Helene, by Thursday late into the day. That landfall anywhere from 5 to 7 o'clock. Now, we could see some wiggles in terms of the cone, the track, of course, but we are already under that hurricane watch in that pink there, rightfully so. Once it makes landfall, cut off from its energy source, of course. Here's a live look at the system. It's combating that wind shear on the left portion of your screen. So we see a lot of those clouds on the right, but take a look at that wind shear, all that yellow green. Look at that. It starts to move away, and then that's when we start to see that system be able to rapidly intensify with less shear. Just keeping that in mind. And the model still a little spread, but very likely we see that landfall along the Big Bend.